Alright, what's up? This is your market recap for July 28th, 2025. As you can see, today we played slightly bearish, creating the sell side wick, tapping down here. And if we go down to the hourly time frame, we can see that is Friday's close. So, going into today, this was my draw. We had a premium opening range gap, meaning that it's likely that we are going to come close it at some point today. We then rallied, and then London took us down. Pre-market had us rallying a little bit. So from here, I was looking to reach down and touch this. Now, you see that I have words that say ES already reached this. Now, I'll talk about that on the lower time frame, but at market open, with this down run here, ES had already touched this, which is my draw for the day. So if we go down to the 15-minute, we can see nothing happens today at all. Like nothing. We went nowhere. We did come down to touch this, but it was not a nice day whatsoever. So we can see this hourly fair value gap was nice and held us down, but nothing on the 15-minute, nothing really on the 5-minute. I was trying to, so I was obviously short, right? Because I saw this premium opening range gap, premium new week opening gap, and this was the draw, right? We usually want to come close that. So I was playing bearish. I saw us open, and I was expecting us to rally either to this 5-minute fair value gap or this 5-minute inverse. Now we do that. We do rally, hit those, but we continue going up higher. Now, the reason that I believe for this, apart from it being a no news Monday, so there's no momentum, there's a couple of reasons that I think. One is that it's a no news Monday and we have a ton of news this week. A ton. Maybe 15 red folder news releases this week. And so nobody would, at least the big institutions, wouldn't put their money on a Monday when they don't know how it's going to play out yet. Number two, the second reason why I think we went into this consolidation is on top of the fact that it's a no news Monday, because that's a big thing, is this, right? This target, it could have been a draw on NQ. But if we look at ES, right over here, let's do this. All right, that's what we're looking at, right? What time are we at here? Market open, right? So we're expecting market open to come up and then down. Let's go down to 5 minutes so that we're equal. Here we are, 9:30, 9:45. We're already there. So my sell side target on NQ is already non-existent on ES, which means that it's very, very unlikely for NQ to draw down there unless we're higher time frame bearish. And if we look on the, we're all-time highs, we've played bullish every single week, we're not gonna assume that we've hit a high and that we're now gonna play all-time lows, right? We're not gonna be looking for high time frame shorts just based off of this. So number one, I also based it off of this. We had an SMT of these highs here. That was the main one. We had an SMT of these highs. Well, this one and then these two. All right, so I took it, changed the state of delivery here. But as you can see, this candle right here is that 5-minute candle closure, and it closes perfectly on the low of this fair value gap. It's not the best look, but we end up going up higher, and as you can see, SMTs everywhere. SMT of these highs, these highs, these highs, these lows, these lows. I mean, we didn't really go anywhere today. Now, I did trade today. Should I have? Well, the short answer to that is no. But the long answer, I'll tell you one of the reasons I did enter today is because this looked exactly like Friday to me. NQ was moving okay, right? We had manipulated upwards, reached some sort of higher time frame confluence, put it in SMT, and ES was consolidating, right? And so what Friday did was it took that SMT and it pushed it in the direction that the SMT would call for. And ES did consolidate, but then it eventually expanded to the same spot as NQ. Now, the reason that didn't happen today is because of what this says. The sell side draw, in my opinion, was Friday's close, and ES had already reached it. So ES has no reason to play sell side. It's a no news Monday. ES doesn't have a sell side draw, and Q has a sell side draw, but it's having trouble getting there because ES is not cooperating. So a mix of all those things, it makes the markets too cloudy, right? There's no clear momentum. There's no clear anything, right? We have no momentum because of no news. We have no clear draw because, in my opinion, the draw of the day is already taken on ES, but not NQ. And there's a ton of news this week. So should I have taken this? No. But that's the reason I did. It was because it looked just like Friday to me, and we all know how that worked out. We learn. All right, trading's a long-term game. Going into the future, having that. Where did it put me? Having this already be fulfilled, you can see we're already starting to rally. So I am looking at all-time highs. Maybe not tomorrow. We already took out this high. So basically what I'm trying to see is I expect us to rally overnight. I'm thinking discount. Okay, so we're done with that. We might sweep this, put in a little retrace before London. London will expand, pre-market will retrace, and then we'll catch like a 15-minute, 1 hour fair value gap there, targeting these all-time highs tomorrow. But again, that's just mere speculation, and that is prediction. I wouldn't take any of that for any sort of significance, but that's what I'm looking for. Again, we'll see what the market actually does between now and market open before we have any sort of solid bias, but it's kind of what I'm looking at. So this has been your market recap for July 28th, 2025.